This SEC Women's Championship game.
Tell us all about this.
So South Carolina LSU, and this is about as high level as you're going to get in women's basketball. South Carolina's undefeated. They've got a big rivalry with LSU. Who's had a ton of success since hiring Kim Mulkey. This game was chippy the whole way. The refs did not take control of this game early, and it basically turned into not a brawl, but you had an intentional foul, then you had a giant woman from South Carolina run over a smaller woman from LSU, and then the LSU player's brother ran onto the court, and police had to grab him and move him. Everybody on each bench got ejected. The last 2 minutes of this game was played 5-on-5 because that's all they had
And
left.
no one fouled out?
Nobody fouled out. I would have gone after whoever had 4 fouls, but I want to play this clip. This is just bananas. Let's go ahead and run it.
Again.
You're going to see, you get a steal at midcourt. She grabs her, intentional foul. All right. She's going to shove right there. And then, boom! Giant lady! And you can see her brother jump over the score table right there. Just, it's chaos. Like I said, you get the push. Then you get the humongous woman knocking over the smaller woman. A lot of people at fault here. Blaine, I already know you're applauding this. You want this. We would not be talking about this game most likely if this did not happen.
This game would have zero mention on that didn't happen.
I do want to say, look, first off, don't run on the court. Unless you're stopping like a terrorist attack or something, like stay off the court. I know it's your sister, but it's 2 girls. You know, it's
walking together.
When you look at Dawn Staley's reaction, I thought this was, I don't agree with a lot of stuff Dawn Staley says. I thought Dawn Staley was so classy in the way she handled this. She apologized to the basketball community, said this isn't how we go about it. And it wasn't just her players that were in the wrong. I think the push, obviously, after somebody got in her face, that shouldn't have happened. It wasn't a great reaction by Cardoza. Now, first, and this is a very important point, ESPN had said that every player that got suspended could not play in the first round of the NCAA tournament, right? Or that got ejected. That is not true. Pistol Pete Nakos from On 3 corrected him and said only the player that got ejected for fighting. So Cardoso can't play in the first round of the NCAA tournament, which South Carolina is going to play some, small girls' school from Nevada and probably beat them by 100 anyway. They don't need her. But if that would have happened, can you imagine having to play a full game with just 5 players, even as talented as LSU and South Carolina is? So that was just a crazy circumstance.
So they had to end the game 5-on-5, no players on the bench.
No players.
And if a player had fouled out from the 5-on-5,
I think you're allowed to finish with 4.
Okay.
I think once it goes to 3, then you have to forfeit.
I saw Kim Mulkey said she wished that player had done that to Angel Reese.
Yeah, which, you know what? To me, I think that's something that you may say to your own radio person in the interview. I love the way Kim Mulkey handles her business, right? She's had a lot of success. She's intense. She was a hell of a player. Just what does that help? Like, this does nothing but pretty much all the favorites are going to make it to the Final Four in women's basketball. That's how it works. There's not a lot of parity at the end. You'll have some upsets early. I'm not saying upsets don't happen. But these 2 teams likely might see each other again.
Is South Carolina unbeatable?
I don't think they're unbeatable. They should have lost to Tennessee. Tennessee would have just guarded the girl at the end of that game.
That's so tough. So tough. You go back, because she's made 0 threes.
Still, though, you got to guard her. You don't leave somebody wide open. Like, these are Division I basketball players. At least let's have somebody close. I get if you want to shade somebody. Yeah. Hell, I'd run 2-man. I love it, right? But that was a borderline coaching malpractice, in my opinion. I hope they play again, because I love that intensity, right? The Iowa-Ohio State game was fantastic as well, with Caitlin Clark and then pulling it out in the end. I tell you, man, high-level women's college basketball, it's very entertaining outside.
When they fight each other.
That, it doesn't hurt. I'll watch. So it is what it is. What's up, everybody on YouTube? Thanks for stopping by. Listen, we're trying to get to 300 billion subscribers by the end of next week. So do your part. Subscribe, or who knows what's going to happen.